checking in the Czech Republic of Prague right now, in the main city of Prague. And today's video topic, we're going to discuss a little bit about what happens when you win a prison fight, or if you get in a fight in prison. And there's been a lot of questions on here about the differences between the US and European and Latin American justice system and prison systems and things of that nature, and I've got into a little bit of that and talked about a little bit of that for you guys. So be sure to check those videos out. There's even more on Instagram. I've got some videos and pictures still up from the last real outlaw prison in Honduras, from inside, from which stuff nobody else has seen in the world. There's no military allowed in, no police, 100% self-sustained prison inside Honduras, where just the prisoners controlled everything. And when the military actually went in and took over, and they knocked the place down a couple of years ago, but when the military went in and took over, they found RPGs, grenades, AK-47s, like all kinds of crazy stuff inside the prison. You can check out some newspaper articles also about that. Just pretty cool little fun fact, I guess. But what we're going to talk about today is, in the United States, what happens if you get in a prison fight and you win. And I'm also going to do a video on what happens if you get in a self-defense situation in the United States as a free man and are successful, which is likely to land you in prison, even if it's self-defense, because written law versus practice law. So check out that written law versus practice law video that I have up here as well, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But right now we're going to discuss what would happen actually while incarcerated, getting into a fight. So you're likely to get another charge in that situation, even if it's self-defense, like I said, because you really have no right to defend yourself. You have very little right to defend yourself as a American citizen free, and you have none as a incarcerated American citizen. So what usually will happen was, like in my situation, it's been a few times where they'll call in the CERT team, which is like a riot team or a SWAT team without the guns. They'll have like guns with rubber bullets and stuff like that. They'll call those guys in. They'll end up coming in and taking you to a solitary confinement, where you'll spend an average of 30 to 60 days in solitary confinement. And then they'll take you to the county jail. You'll get booked in. You'll get another charge, usually aggravated battery. I've got one on the records from when that was my second assassination attempt. You can check that out. I was in Port Manatee, Bradenton, Florida, incarcerated, and some guys tried to kill me while I was in there, and I ended up sending them to the hospital, so I got another charge for that. I did 30 days solitary confinement, and then the charges were dropped because basically just had a little bit of pull in that situation and got lucky, and then really at the end of the day it was more of a blessing and kind of fate, destiny, and everything, everything happens for a reason type thing. So that was that, and just gonna take these opportunities and with some really cool backdrops and in cool areas to kind of share little short stories with you guys, give you guys the opportunity to maybe take some lessons away from things and think about, everybody wants to talk about being prepared and preparedness and, martial arts and training and EDC and carry gear, but what you really need to be prepared about is for what happens after the fact if you do ever have to defend yourself. So that's number one on the list. You need to be considering that. Always try and avoid a fight that you can avoid. And then, my Gray Man Theory videos will teach you how to walk that line between being a hard ass and a hard target. So you don't want to be weak. You don't want to be looking like you're out looking for a fight either. You want to be a hard target, but you don't want to be a hard ass. So be sure to look into all that kind of stuff, guys. Something to consider. Hopefully you take something from this. Questions and comments below, please. Let me know what you guys want to see more of, and I'll try and get it for you. So again, Czech Republic, capital city of Prague, just a little beautiful area. These guys are out here using this as a skate park. We're gonna walk up here to the castle in a minute, and really just lots of stuff to see. Really cool area. And for now, bone out.